My name is Brian Hires, and I've been surrounded by substance abuse my entire life. My father, my girlfriend, and my friend Justin have all been impacted by this disease. What can I do as an individual to help break these social barriers and stigmas in the community and help Justin find a home for recovery?
My name's Adrienne, I'm 20 years old, and Brian is actually my boyfriend, and I met him in community college in geography. It was really hard. I was 12 years old, so, you know, you're young, you're growing up, you need your parents, you need someone to guide you through life, and I lost both of them, like, in a short period of time, right within each other, so it was really hard on me. I lost both of my mother and my father 4 months apart from each other. My mother died of cirrhosis of the liver, and my father died of high blood pressure due to alcoholism. The hardest part about seeing my mother go through addiction, she was like my best friend. We did everything together. She was everybody's, like, in the neighborhood, she was like a mom to them. Because my dad was he was a huge alcoholic, he would smack me, he would push me on the ground. My mom, he would use full force on her, push her into doors. He broke her back, actually, because of his alcoholism and because of his rage. When she was first diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, I was 5 years old, and she was admitted to the hospital, and they told her after the hospital, they told her to go get help, and she needed to stop drinking or it was just gonna get worse. And my father, he did for a period of time because he was in and out of jail for DUIs and everything. And I think the first or second time he was admitted to an AA program, but he didn't stick with it and it didn't last.
When I was in school, doing drugs, thinking everything was fucking cool.
So I am a recovering heroin addict. My name is Justin, and my other name is Jay Shoot. That's my nickname, because I like to rap. My hobbies, I juggle. I am 103 days clean of heroin and all hard drugs. But marijuana's in the mix, but it's a you know. I started smoking and selling marijuana, and my parents kept finding it. And every time they found it, it would be more and more and more. Eventually got to the point where it was so much, they couldn't even flush it, they couldn't even give it away. I actually had to beg for it back and told them, you cannot take that. That's something that you just can't take. And they gave it back to me. And I felt so bad at that point. Addicts want all the help. They want to be clean. I can tell you, there's probably not one addict that would say he doesn't want to be clean. But it's a silent scream. They want to just be like, help me. I want to get clean. They're calling out to God, but they're not saying it. You stop being a silent screamer and you open up. On my own decision, no one else forced me to do it. I decided to go get heroin because it was cheaper and less expensive and more potent. And I went to my mom and I just crashed and I started crying and I was like, I want help. I need help. Help me.
I had a good set of friends, and I had a set of friends where they were just constantly doing drugs. Growing up, during my time in high school, I was involved with painkillers and prescription drugs. And at first I thought it was a little bit of a phase, and then it escalated to doing more drugs every day. And Justin is a good friend of mine, and just found out that he is still smoking weed and he's still doing other minor small drugs that can lead him into that path of heroin addiction again. Look, you need to get your color back. You need to do something about yourself. This is not, you can't just sit here and say smoking weed and everything is fine. It doesn't work.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Or press 1 for more options.
Hey Justin, it's Brian. What's going on, man? I called you multiple times and I'm trying to reach out to you. I was thinking about you, so give me a call back whenever you can, all right? Talk to you later.
My name is Christian Hires. I'm 62 years old. retired with a loving wife and family, and I'm an alcoholic. I just asked myself the question, what am I doing here? It's 7:15 a.m. I'm drinking heavily again, and it was the first time I stopped and paused and thought about it, and knew at that moment that I had a real problem, a real health problem. My wife was devastated. My children knew something was wrong, but they really couldn't put their finger on it. There were trust issues, obviously, because I was drinking surreptitiously, drinking against my will. And so much of my energy was just dedicated to trying to hide my alcoholism. You accept denial and what it all means through defeat. You know, it was the kind of thing that you can die just trying to white knuckle it on your own. The Sands was the first casino to close in this recent wave of closings. In the Atlantic City area, they were closing areas within the casino that brought about that demise.
My father and I went to Atlantic City to visit his old job site at the Sands Casino, where he broke his back and fell into relapse due to prescription pain medication.
Yep. Oh. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah, this is awful.
And you know what they say, can't get in. And I hate to get locked in there, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Empty bottles and all that junk. They were part of this before casinos came here. They'll probably be part of this when casinos leave. I had been sober for a long time, so the drinking was like, it became very clandestine. I didn't want anyone to know I was drinking again. And that was a lot of work. Alcoholism is a lot of work when you're drinking against your will and you're trying not to let anybody onto it, you know? Actually, right over here is a vacant building. It's a vacant lot now, but that's the site of the infamous Continental. We measured it out to be 108 steps away from the stage. We did that before the Sands even opened as a Brighton in 1980. And when I left Playboy and came down here to work, I think I was on the job a half hour and we went, oh, let's go over and have a drink. We'll sort all this shit out, you know, kind of thing. This is where I really started drinking on the job. We'd also drink before shows sometimes, during shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what a sin.
Who were some of the people that reached out to you? Was there anyone specifically that really meant something to you when they were doing this?
A gentleman named Bob V is one. Bob is very kind, soft-spoken person, and his message is basically faith.
When I look back at it, I can tell that I seem to be attracted to people who drank. There are over 2 million people in recovery, it's estimated, because of open communications and understanding and people wanting to help. You know, we're moving in a direction that makes sense. You know, and this disease kills a lot of people. You know, we have all kinds of programs to help keep people alive in other areas of difficulty. And now we're beginning to understand that there's things that we can do to get people into recovery.
My friend's mom, Sherri Scotti, is a mental health and addictions counselor at Barnett and Associates. I got the chance to sit down with her and speak with her about what it takes for an individual to go through substance abuse and this disease.
I wanted to do something that I loved every day and help people. Most individuals, Brian, are very broken when they come in. A lot of clients have never been in any kind of treatment before. They don't know what to expect. They're afraid. You know, the families have been detached from them. You know, they've lost jobs. They've lost husbands, wives. Their kids don't want to talk to them. They've got legal issues. They've got medical problems. And the general public will always say, well, I don't understand why he can't just stop or why she can't just stop. If she loved us or he loved us, he would stop. It's not about their love for you. You know, addicts love their families just like we all do. It's that the disease is so powerful that it tends to control the outcome of their day and their life.
I went to Hendrick's house group to see what an inpatient facility was actually like and if this environment was what Justin really needs.
Actually a residential treatment licensed halfway house, getting all the group counseling, individual counseling, recovery support systems that they need, but they also are getting back to real life.
Certificate. The DMV won't take a copy, but you know what? Bring it with you because it can't hurt. What else do you have here?
I just got that mail.
But you know what? Open that up. Had to go to each of the counties and meet with the supervisors to explain our situation is different. The negative attitude that people have for people in recovery that, you know, once an addict, I guess always an addict, you know, and they don't want them in their workplace. But, you know, they've realized that, you know, a lot of the ones that we've dealt with, you know, they're great workers. We have guys with great experience. And so once we get past that and show them, you know, that they can be productive workers in their organization.
I'm one of the counselors here at the Hanson House for Men. And by a syllabus of 3 words that begins with S, strength, structure, and stability, is the things that they lack when they come in. So we don't overlook them, we reach down.
Pick them up.
And pick them up, you know what I mean? But it starts with a base. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the base, you get the experience. And once you get the experience, you get the belief.
I asked the patients to learn about their background and what they've gone through with their disease of substance abuse and what I could do to help my friend Justin.
I was a mess and I lost jobs, I've lost every kind of structure I had in my life, and this definitely has rebuilt my life.
This girl is like, we spent all our day doing nothing but laughing. It's something that resonates with me from like a long time because my mother is an alcoholic and actually I don't have her with me anymore because of this.
My name is Jennifer, I'm 42 years old and I'm a grateful recovered IV heroin user.
Thank you.
Thank you.
People think of drug addicts, people think of alcoholics as these bad people, as these just very bad people, and it's not that we're bad people, we're sick.
I've worked for doctors and lawyers all my life. I've done paralegal work, I've done transcription work, I've done secretarial work. So drugs don't discriminate.
If you want to stay away, stay away. Go, you got sponsors, network, you got people, you can talk to anybody. Go to meetings, raise your hand, and just tell people how you're feeling because it's just not good for you.
Control, you know, people have gone as far as to use the word epidemic when they talk about heroin, and it's becoming so prominent that everybody knows at least somebody that is addicted, is an addicted person.
Hello?
Hey Ryan, it's Justin. Sorry it's kind of early.
Hey, it's alright. What's up?
I don't know, just recently, life's not been being too nice to me. And I've just been having a real tough time. And I was seeing if you could meet up sometime today, tomorrow, anytime.
Yeah, listen, let me get up right now. I was just sleeping. Let me get my stuff together. I'm gonna come out there for you, alright? By the time I get there, it's gonna be early in the morning. We can go for a walk and talk in the park, alright?
Alright, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, I'll be there in a little bit.
I'll see you later.
Alright, see ya. What's been going on, man?
I've just been trying to live life and currently just got fired. My tires popped. I have no money to fix it. Life's not doing too well.
Yeah.
And
is there anything else that's been going on with you as far as, you know, your recovery and all that? What's the deal, man?
It's not too good right
Yeah.
now just because he, you know, there's trust issues, of course, that I got to build back up with everybody in the family.
Uh-huh.
And he's trying to do everything he can for me, but somehow, some way, I don't know how, but I can't figure out how to just be a normal person.
I know a lot of people really that can help you out, and I want to do whatever it takes to get you down the right path. Seriously, you know, I've been there, done that before, but not the position you've been in. But I know people personally that I've been surrounded by my whole life that have been affected by addiction. And, you know, from the stories I heard from them, it's rough, man. And I love you, dude. Like, you're the same, man. You still got, you know what's good is you still have and you always will hold that, your enthusiasm, your charisma, your personality, and you're smart, man. Like, you're really good at remembering things as well.
You're a heroin addict. It feels like there's a 100-pound wrecking ball chained to your ankle.
Yeah.
And you can't move. You just can't. You can't go anywhere in life. But like currently with me, it's like I should have no weights on me, but I feel like I got like 2-pound weights on me, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. I mean, let's take it to the next step. Seriously, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to, you know, go speak to an outpatient counselor that I know you can talk to? I know a couple of people we can meet up with and speak at a round table.
Yeah.
And just really, you know,
serious?
Get you going. I'm dead serious. Yeah.
I'd be very willing to do that, and I'd actually would.
All right, cool. Because I'm here, man. You need the support and the help, and for real, I'm here for you 100%. All right. So let's fucking do it, all right?
Fucking hug.
Seriously.
You're doing everything for me. Yeah, no, seriously.
I got you.
Let's see what they have.
I already
that's
know
good.
what I'm getting.
You know what you're getting?
Straight BLT.
Okay. I'm going to start off with coffee and ice water.
A question, like advice that I want you to give to me.
Okay.
So in my position of being just 104 days clean, so far support, there's no support currently.
Okay.
I've just been doing it on my own.
Okay.
And staying clean. How do you feel it would be going to the program with an A or something? Because I was in outpatient for like a day or two, and everyone was judging me because I was like 100 days clean, but I was still smoking weed. So they were judging me, and they were like all serious, and I didn't want to disrespect them because they were truly trying to get sober. So I stopped going because I just didn't want to intrude on their selfish sobriety, which you want to be selfish about your sobriety. So I didn't want to get in their way.
What you should do is you should go to meetings.
Yes.
You don't have to wave a flag and say, I stopped shooting heroin, but I'm smoking pot.
Yeah.
Just go to the meetings, listen,
Yes.
and get a sponsor.
And what about a chip?
Forget chips. Forget that whole, this is not an achievement-based thing. Chips are for other people.
Yeah.
They are to show other people that you have done this, and this over a given time period. You know, the 90 meetings in 90 days things.
Because for some reason I have sentimental value with the chip. And even though like I'm not part of the 12 steps, I would like it.
I can tell you, anniversaries scare the living shit out of me to this day.
Really?
Oh yeah. You know why? Because I had I've been good. I'm gonna treat myself.
Yeah.
I had that happened to me. So this is not an achievement-based thing, and chips are coming from an achievement-based point of view. You will know how long you've been sober and clean, because this is all an inside job. When it comes right down to what happens, God is doing for you what you can't do for yourself.
Yeah.
So forget the chips, forget the motivation of having to tell your unique story, because everybody's got a unique story. Unique stories are a dime a dozen.
Not dime, yeah.
You know? Just stay there and let it work on you. Let it work on you.
I felt it was good for Justin to talk to everybody. I wanted him to feel comfortable in a session where he could be guided to a better path to recovery, to learn from these people. Okay, so everybody, we're here today because you've been going through a lot right now. With your family life, it kind of came all back to you and you started picking up more things. Can you tell us all a little bit about what's going on with you right now?
Yeah, sure. Today I'm 130 or 140 days clean of heroin. But I've been smoking occasionally and drinking, which is not okay, and I want to be involved in NA.
First I want to say I think it's wonderful that you've been able to put together 130 or 40 days of working at this. It's great. It's difficult. It's difficult for everyone that we know. who've come into recovery.
There are a lot of people out there who live perfectly normal lives that aren't addicts or anything like that. It just get handed a bad card in life medically. And you've got a chance to recover from a seemingly hopeless and helpless situation.
There's also shame in society. There's stigmas that we deal with. Thank God that's changing. Yeah. The world is changing, and by this process and others, people are beginning to understand that this is a brain disease, and it's a disease that needs to be treated like diseases need to be treated. Prior abstinence is the key to get started, which of course has to then be followed up with some kind of program of action. Once we get started on doing these actions with the help of others around us, we find that we can get better.
I don't know, how do you feel about all this right now that's going on, and we're all...
Well, I'm glad that there's people trying to help me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like, of course, I take everything in. People tell me stuff every day. And, and some people say that it looks like I have a blank expression. Some people it looks like I'm taking it in. No. I always am taking everything in.
I have my friend's mother is an outpatient counselor at a facility, and she would definitely be willing to help you. I spoke to her on the phone. She said she'd push back appointments, whatever it is, to help you as well. And you know, if you're available this coming week on Thursday, I spoke with her about it. She's helped thousands of people, and she's definitely willing, just like she does with all of her clients, she's willing to help them, and she can give that to you too. This is a disease that we face every day in our society. This is a disease that kills people, and an epidemic that will only grow stronger and stronger if we don't continue to figure out a way to break it. They have a hard time finding it within themselves to break free from it. But Justin was able to find it within himself, and I'm so proud of him for doing that.